Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Ayesha's Aromatic Kitchen. So today I've come up with a beautiful chocolate cake recipe, and this is especially for Christmas. Though Christmas is not far away, I thought it is better to upload the recipe now so you can try it out and make it for Christmas again. So this is a beautiful cake, a sponge cake, chocolate sponge cake with chocolate frosting. So let's see how to make this. It's very easy. So before we get started with the recipe, you need to prep up with your tin. So I've taken a 6-inch tin here. I'm going to grease it with some butter. So make sure you have greased the tin on the sides as well as on the base. Now dust some flour. I've used all-purpose flour here. And make sure you have covered the sides of the tin as well. And once you're done with this, tap all the excess maida away. Now let's get started with the recipe. Here I have taken a bowl in which I'm adding 1.5 tablespoons of butter. To this I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoons of oil. If you don't have butter, you can use 3 tablespoons of oil. That's completely fine. And now to this I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar. Use powdered sugar because there was no electricity at my place, so I couldn't powder it or grind it, so I've used the regular sugar, but it would be preferable if you use powdered sugar. So just give it a good whisk so that all the sugar gets incorporated with the butter and oil. And now to this we are going to add in 1/4 cup of milkmaid. You can use any milkmaid, Nestle, Amul, whatever is available. This gives a lovely richness to the cake. So just whisk everything well. Now before we move on to the next step, let's prep up the cooker in which we are going to make the cake. So take a small stand, place it inside the cooker. You need not use any salt or sand. Now close the lid and preheat the cooker on the gas for about 10 minutes on medium flame. Now we are going to add the flour. This is Maida or all-purpose flour, which we have added to the condensed milk. So make sure you don't waste anything. And to this I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. I like to use the darker one. You can use the lighter one. To this I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and another 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and gently mix everything together. Don't mix it vigorously. You have to be very gentle while baking a cake. Treat it like a baby. So this is a very easy recipe, guys. You should definitely try this out. Not just for Christmas, you can make it for birthdays as well. So here I have 1/2 cup of milk in which I'm going to add 3/4 teaspoon of vinegar. This is the regular white vinegar. And now we're going to add this milk in 2 batches. So I've poured half over here. I'm going to mix it, and then I'm going to use the other half of the milk. So you just need to mix it. There's no proper technique for it. You just have to mix it so that everything is incorporated nicely. Now the reason why I'm making it on gas, because most of you said you all don't have ovens. So, and the main thing that when I was making this recipe, there was no power at my place. So yes, of course I had to anyways bake it in the cooker. So I have given the recipe in the description box, the detailed ingredients in grams as well as in teaspoons and cups. So once your batter is done, you just need to transfer it into the cake tin. Make sure you don't waste anything, and just tap it 3 to 4 times nicely. And now the batter is ready to be baked. So we're going to put it inside our preheated cooker and close the lid. Make sure you have removed the ring and the whistle of the cooker, and bake it for 30 to 40 minutes on low flame. You can check it at 35 minutes. If it's not done, you can bake it for 5 to 7 minutes more. My cake was ready in 40 minutes. You can see the skewer has come out clean. So I'm going to take this out from the cooker and let it cool down. So we are going to let it cool, and to keep the moisture intact, I'm going to cover it with a kitchen napkin. So I'm just touching and showing you that the sponge bounces back. It means it is a very nice and spongy cake. So now that our cake is cooled down, let us demold the cake. You can see the sides have left completely. So let's demold it. You can run a knife around the cake and place a cake board or a plate in which you will be frosting it, and just tap it once or twice from top, and the cake should come out very easily. So this is the cake. I'll show you from the other side as well. So you can see how spongy it is. It is bouncing back. It means it is a very spongy and soft cake. So I'm going to use the back side of the cake to frost the cake. Here I have taken 50 grams of compound chocolate. You can use any vanilla or morde, that is completely on you, and chop it into small pieces and microwave it at 30 seconds interval so that it's completely melted. And to this we are going to add in Amul Fresh Cream. So just 2 tablespoons, 2 to 2.5 tablespoons is fine. If you want to frost the cake from inside, then you need to double up the quantity of this frosting. That is 100 grams of chocolate compound and 4 tablespoons of cream, and slice the cake in between, and you can use the frosting inside as well. So we need a thick consistency, so do not add too much of cream. This is the perfect consistency we require to frost. Now, so many of you told me you don't have the icing bags and the nozzles to pipe your cakes or to decorate it. So this is the best and easy way, and very quickly you can just frost your cake. Just use the back of the spoon and just swirl it around, but make sure you're gentle when you're doing this. So you just need to frost the cake. This is so simple, and let it look a little rusty. It looks very beautiful. So this is a fruit net that I had got, that was on the oranges. I have cleaned it very nicely, and then I'm going to place it on one side of the cake, and with the help of some powdered sugar, I'm just going to sprinkle it on top. So it will give this a beautiful design on the side. You can cover the entire cake also like this. It's completely up to you how you want to decorate your cake. And I had some fresh strawberries, so I have sliced them, and I'm going to put them in the center, and this will just enhance the beauty of the cake. I mean, Christmas, and there has to be something red, there has to be something white, and yes, we are also going to add some green to it. So you can have the sponge just the way it is going to taste amazing, or you can frost it like this. Frosting also doesn't take more than 5 minutes. It's so easy and so simple. So now that we have placed all the slices of strawberries, I'm going to add 2 mint sprigs. And just because it's Christmas, you need to have some sprinkles and some edible beads. So I'm going to use some silver edible balls. We're going to keep the cake very simple and classy. So I'm just going to add some tiny little silver edible balls to this. And with this, our cake is done. Isn't it quick and easy to make? So even if those who don't have an oven, you do not have to worry. You can easily make this in a pressure cooker or any big vessel that you have, and you do not need to put any salt or sand into it. It's not required, guys. And those who are making it in the oven, you can bake it at 180 degrees Celsius until the cake is, of course, completely baked. When you put a skewer inside, it should come out clean. So this is the beautiful cake that I made, and I'm just going to cut a slice for you. I mean, actually for me, because you can't eat it, but I can. So I'm going to cut the slice and show you. And if you saw, while I was cutting it, it was so spongy. So now you can also definitely make a lovely chocolate cake at home. And who doesn't love chocolate cakes? So my piece of cake is ready. I'm going to dig in. And this is a really lovely, soft and spongy cake. Oh, this is so yum. Guys, do try this recipe and let me know if you liked it. See you next time with a new recipe. Bye bye.